Hello and welcome to Matt's Rocks. Today we're going to do this Brazilian agate. I don't remember which batch it's from on the new batch. It's one of the new batch agates, Brazilian agates. And I'm going to do that one, and I'll probably do this one next. This one's going to be a little harder to do because I'm going to have to take all of this, most all of this out of it, or I'm not going to get it polished. I may not take all of it out because I do have fortification lines coming up to about there on these other sides. So I'll take it down to where I'm not taking off any of those. It's going to be fun. It's going to be weird shape, that's for sure. I should just make a sample out of it, but I don't know if I want to do that. I need some videos though. I let myself get behind. I spent too much time messing with other stuff, trying to get my flat lap or my vibratory lap going. I still haven't figured out a place to mount it yet. I don't want to put it on that table with the other saw because I don't want to mess up that table, and that table's going to be hard to keep level because it's on wheels. I don't move it much, but it's not even right now. It's not level all the way around, so I'll have to figure out a way to get that fixed and go from there. I'm thinking about just getting a piece of a log 16 inches wide and cutting it about that tall and setting it in here between or something somewhere. I got a spot over where I keep my water. I need to get a bucket out from underneath the table over there where I got my jewelry supply stuff and my drill press. I need to get it cleaned off because it's just a catch-all. I ain't got no room for anything except for right in here between the saw and between the cabber and the flat lap. Well, it's dry. I ain't used it in 3 days. I'm not going to wet down the third one yet because this will probably take a little while on this one. Plus, I haven't checked my water yet. I better do that. Make sure I still got enough. Oh yeah, I ain't too far down from where I was the last time I filled it. I didn't think I was. I just had the last 3 wheels, or the last 2 wheels actually, on the last one that I did when I filled up the water. Forgot about this little thing here, but I can cut it out of there, I think, without losing a whole lot. I may lose some of this corner just from getting that part out. Guess I probably ought to do that part first so I know how much to tilt this one. I don't want to lose the lines up in there. They're subtle, but they're in there. Need to get that hump or that dip out of there is what I need to do. And I don't want to take as much off this side, so I'll take more off this side because it doesn't have quite the lines that this one does. This is the bigger side of the cab, or the bigger side of the fortification. And the agate, floater agate, a floater pocket in the center and all that. That's going to be a pain. I don't know if I'll get it. Well, I can get most of it out. I think so once I get enough of it out, I should be all right. Because when I round it, it'll take off this upper section because it doesn't go quite halfway. It goes a little past halfway, but by the time I get down to halfway, it'll be where I can cut the sides off and get the ends of the fracture. But I can't polish the sides of that with that dip in there. It's got to be all fairly straight or a lot less of an angle than that. What I figured is angling it down from here this way rather than the other way around, because this is my thicker end of the fortification pocket. Plus, I got to get all that fold out of there. Ooh, that rust pocket goes clear down to here. Maybe I'll leave some of that in. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I gotta empty my audio off of this mic. For some reason it records it. Here's my shape. It just showed me a notification on the other camera that zoomed in. That's what this other mic's hooked to. Right now I can't tell you what's the front and the back, but I'm gonna put it over here where you can see there's no white marks on it. This part that would show scratches from the 80 grit, and I just finished the 220 grit. Still got this fracture in this end. I left some of that pit in there just because I didn't want to affect all this orange down in here. Let me let's try this. I'll give you a little better idea, maybe. If I can get it to focus. Except that I had my fingers on top of it. And I still got that fracture on the end, and I still got this fracture up here on this end. I'm not going to take those two out. And I've got a smaller fracture right up there. You can see the little lighter yellow spot. That's where the fracture's been limonite stained. But none of them go anywhere, so I think they'll be all right leaving them on there. Plus it gives it a little bit more contrast. See, they've only got a few. Let me wet this down and show it to you while it's wet down so you can see what it's going to look like when it gets polished. Okay, now that it's wet, I can tell which side's going to be the face. That side's going to be the face. And that's going to be the back. I'm going to show it on this camera. It's not going to be as good, but especially with that in the way. That's going to be the face. That's going to be the back. And I'm ready to start it on the 220. So let me go ahead and wet this down. I haven't done that yet. Figured I'd wait. I used enough water pushing all my grit to the back from the stone that I'm cutting. Found out I can wash most of that right out. But it takes some water. But I have the hose hooked up, so I've got plenty of water to use. That was full when I started. Okay, let's get some water going on this. Let's get started. Saw a lot of pits down in it, areas where the wheel dug. Just little pockets, you know, rounded, not rounded, but weird shaped pockets that were deeper than the rest of the stone. I'll see if I can't find one here and show you. Well, I got them all out now. Still got a few little scratches on there, but let me go over this and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now I got to shut the camera off so I can shut up. Well, I haven't said much so far, but maybe that'll show you. See the little pockets where it's deeper than the rest? That's from the hard steel wheels. That's what I was trying to get out on the other side, but it's pretty much almost completely ready. Almost. Not quite. Or ready to go on, I should say. Not ready. I still got a few little rough spots with scratches that are kind of scratch marks, I call them. Just little places where you hit the wheel a little too hard or go to the outside edge a little bit accidentally. Okay, I'm back. Here's my shape. And it's gotten through the 220 already. A little bit of a shine on it. But it's still got scratches around the curved sections where it curves around the edge. And from the 220. But I can't, I get them out and then put them back in. So I'm just gonna trust that they're all 280 grit scratches and I can get them out on the 600. So I'm gonna go ahead. Let me wet this down though real quick, because it's a little bit easier to see the pattern in it now. There's the front side. There's the back side. Stop unfocusing. There we go. There's the back side. So I'm going to go ahead and start it on the, stop that. That's even blinding me. Can't imagine what it's doing to you guys. We'll go ahead and start on the 600 and get this puppy finished. Okay, I'm back. There's the stone. I stopped looking over your glasses. Shining like a diamond in a goat, you know what? Pretty nice stone. I just wish it was a little less slippery so I didn't so I don't drop it. Excuse me. Actually, I meant to say that I just wish it was a little less cloudy so you could see the lines in there a little better. I don't remember which side I showed you the first. Okay, this is the face. And then there's the back. And there's that little piece of that groove I left in there. It's not all that big, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'll put some iron out in it to get the rust out of it. It's still got the little fractures. And that one there. Oh. And that one, I didn't know if that one was showing or not. And then I got this fracture up here that's healed, but it's limonite stain. Left it in there for a little bit of contrast, a little bit more contrast. Here it is on the other camera. And there's the back. All's focus. And then there's the front. There it is with the light behind it. I was doing that so I could get the light out of there. But I can't get my fingers in there right. Let's hold it on that side and turn it a little that way. I get my fingers out of the way. And there's the back side. And there's that fracture. And that fracture. Stop. Focus already. And then the top fracture that's healed. And then this back edge has kind of got a nice pattern to it. Well, I made this part the front simply because there's more yellow in this section over here of the floater agate in the center. That's a floater and that's a floater. They're kind of cut off in between. But it's all agate, but it's just different formation, I'd say, from everything filled up to there first and then that filled in last, I would think. I don't know how that works. But anyway, that's the stone. And that's the video. Thanks for watching. And I'm sorry I got the yesterday's out. Today's Monday, the 20th. And for some reason, when I scheduled that one, when I uploaded it Saturday, I think. Yeah, it was Saturday I uploaded it. When I uploaded it Saturday, I forgot to, I hit the wrong, when it popped up to schedule it, I clicked into the schedule it, the date thing, and when it popped up, it showed the calendar, but for some reason I picked the 20th as a Sunday instead of Monday, and didn't catch it till 10 o'clock last night. And so I rescheduled it to go out at 10 o'clock. It was like 10 minutes till when I seen it. And so I reset it to drop out at 10 o'clock instead of Monday, or instead of midnight on Monday. I don't know how that happened, but anyway, it's fixed. It's out. But I was hoping to get it out where somebody could watch it, because I imagine a lot of people were probably going to bed by 10 o'clock at night so they could work today. But anyway, thanks for watching, and you guys have a good day. And this one will be out Wednesday. I'll go ahead and edit it right after I get done here and upload it and have it scheduled for Wednesday. And then I can work on a little thin one. It's got some nice patterns in it. I'll work on this for Sunday. But I'll work on it probably tomorrow, or after I finish this one. There's this one. It's got a nice little pattern in it, but one side, hold it up one way, it's an L. That's the J, I'd say. I can't tell. I'm looking at it backwards, and that's the J, because it's got more yellow in it. And then that'd be the L, because it kind of stops this way, I think. Let me look at it again. Yeah, because this has some yellow that comes down here and then goes up, where this other side doesn't have that much yellow in it, where it goes up. It does go up, but it just doesn't have all the yellow in it. This was the outside of the outside edge of the nodule, and then this was the thicker end. Although it wasn't much thicker than that to begin with, I don't think. Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I still got another thin piece of it to work too. I may do these both at the same time, these two, because they're going to be samples, and I don't want to try to put that on a flat lap or a flat vibratory lap. I still haven't got it set up yet. I'll have it set up probably. I don't know. I'll go out before I start editing. I'll go out and oh, that drops off quite a bit on that side. It must have started a little crooked. Yeah, because that's the end where it come off on both sides. It must have started just a little bit crooked, or changed direction, or slid over a little bit before it finally caught in a good decent bite. But anyway, so I still got 4 of those, and two thinner ones. This last one's going to be fun because I'm going to have to break the. I'll probably end up having to take these ends off. Although I don't know, I could make that well, no. So it's getting into my pattern right there. The fracture is, and with that nice little pattern there, I may just go ahead and make a sample out of it and call it good. It's got a deep notch. Wow. That blade shifted twice on this side. This side here is a little more shaved off of this right here where the shiny spot's at. I don't know if you can see this, get you to see the shiny spot. Stop looking over your glasses. Yeah, there's the shiny spot. That's where it come back up to a higher level. And then that white mark there, kerf mark there is where it come up or moved back out this way and got a little higher. Oh, wow. I must have already done the other end of that. Either that or it's a different agate. These two pieces look like they're from the same agate. They're probably from the other end of it. Oh, there's another piece of it. I must have already done the piece that came off of that. Because that's a really deep, you can actually see the ledge on that one. That swooping line right there. That's where it jumped a bunch. Either that or I stopped and started to cut right there, one of the two. Oh well, we'll figure it out before it's all over with. I need to move these off this table so I got room for other stuff. But squirrel. I just can't stop trying to think 3 steps ahead. But anyway, you guys take care, and thanks for putting up with me, and I'll see you on the next one.